Nope.
Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to the old Phoenix International Raceway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be starting 7th in the number 27 Tech Rescue STL Ford Fusion. Tech Rescue STL is a local tech company in St. Louis. Lee Fisher's the sole proprietor. Really, really good company. Lee has helped me out. He's a good friend of mine. Lee's helped me out twice with computer issues. Got me back up and running when I was dead in the water. So big props to him. So I'm running the scheme for the entire 2019 Podium eSports Elite Series. Kind of just as a thank you to him. Get some more exposure for him and his company. So let's try to get a good finish with it tonight in the debut for this paint. You can check the picture out of it by Discord. I've made a few changes to the number and the wheel color. So at the end of the race, stick around for some cool shots of what the scheme looks like going around this Phoenix International Raceway. I don't think that our server's the one being broadcast on Podium eSports, so they think they're coming to another server. But, yeah. So 125 laps, cautions in effect. This is race 3 of 5 of the Podium eSports Winter Qualifiers. Basically, the goal is at the end of those 5 races, 2 of which will be dropped. I want to be top 30 or top 40 in points to make sure that I get into their gold division.
Go there. Still out there, man. You're clear.
All right. Clear high. 9 of Austin Yarbrough's really blinking.
Outside. Clear, clear. Outside. Clear high, clear high.
9, you're blinking bad, brother.
Still out there. You're
9, I'm going to need you to drop to the back. It's really bad. Safely find a place to get down. All right, he's up high in turns 1 and 2, guys. Give him plenty of room.
Appreciate that, man. Class move.
That's big here.
Alright. So we got William E. Moore right in front of us. We're running 8th in the top 10. The way these qualifiers works is that points break off in tiers. So top 10's a tier, top 20's a tier, top 5's a tier, top 3's a tier, and then winning is a tier. So where you finish, you know, like if you finish 8th, you get the same points as 10th. If you finish 4th and 5th get the same points, 2nd and 3rd get the same points, 11 through 20 all get the same points. So that's the thing. Basically, it's do we get a top 10, top 5, or something else tonight. That's kind of what we're looking at. Last week we finished 11th, and that was a top 20 finish. So hopefully I get a couple more top 10s at least, and that should be good enough. If I have 3 top 10s, I think that'll be good. I've already got 1 top 5, so 3 top 5s is a guarantee into the gold division. A top 5 and 2 top 10s is probably enough. Top 5 and 2 top 20s would be really dicey.
27.35.
Gabriel Wood apparently had trouble in qualifying, but he's charging now. Just trying to take it easy on the tires. No hero business here. It's early. We got a whole 125 laps. We're only 6 laps in.
27.451.
Getting comfortable with the car. Getting sorted. Gabe's taking a peeksy doodle down to the inside. If he wants to go right now, we'll let him. It's early in the race. I'm not going to fight him too hard for 8th spot. Although, Might just try and cross him when we get him back here.
Clear. 27.
I'll let you go, Tanner. I think maybe I'm damaged more than you are.
Didn't work. That's all right.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, man. It's early. Settle in comfortably into a top 10 spot here would be good. Seem like we're a little bit quicker than some of the guys in front of us. Some of them might be killing their tires. I don't know if it's 40 or 35 Squid Lips. Right now I'm in a good spot. I'll be more focused around the cut line if it becomes worrisome in either one. Right now I'm just thinking top five. If I get 3 top 5s or a combination of 3 top 5s and top 10s in both leagues, that'll be what I need. Right now I'm sitting on 2nd and 6th in the trucks and 5th and 11th in the elite. So, you know,
27.60.
I'm less concerned with what other people have to do and more just looking at it for what I think is going to be necessary to advance, basically. Kind of treating it like a playoff round. I would love to get a win tonight, but kind of like I said, you know, I'm not practicing for these races like I did for the championship race. I'm investing my practice time this offseason into road course stuff more than anything. And maybe into the DRL Winter Series if I end up in a championship battle for that one. Right now I'm sitting in 2nd place there. So I might invest some practice time into that.
27.716.
Because it'd be cool to get the championship there. But yeah, right now, at this point in the race, it's early, and we're just kind of feeling out the car. Trying to take care of the tires, make sure we don't get wrecked.
27.775.
Like running 9th right now. I'd like to keep Eberhardt behind me, but I'm not going to fight him too hard because behind him, there's a pretty good gap back to 11th. And it's that 10th or 11th spot that matters a lot more than 9th or 10th does.
Caution.
And there's a caution. We'll pit.
Watch for debris. Closed. Get behind the 00.
Stop turning so much. 10-4. So I can get through there with a more gradual input on the steering wheel, Graham. By the way, Graham A. Bolin is
Pit road is open.
regular in top split NIS. Much better oval guy than me. So, yeah, I'm running 12-1. So any advice Graham gives me is probably going to be if he's telling me to do something different from what I'm doing, odds are he's right.
5, 4, 3.
That's
2,
what I was trying to say.
1. Stop on the sign.
How do you guys like my pit board, by the way? That's one of the things that I like best about this is I've got the skyline and the arch on the pit board. I think it looks pretty cool. I love that they gave us the ability to do custom pit boards.
Go, man, go, go, man, go.
Eberhardt beat me out. All right.
All right, guys, that was contact between William Locklear and Cameron Ledford. Would either of you two like to take claim?
That sounds like a no.
I'll take it. I'll take him away, and he was a little bit faster than I was.
2-4, thank you, William.
Ah, never mind. William tapped out.
1 to go. Keep getting yourself something.
Ah,
Bud.
10-4, Graham.
Get those tires cleaned off here. Good start. Should've gone outside this time. Line up
I don't know, Mike.
21,
Maybe they gave me a
1,
14-4 because I'm not paying them
26,
enough.
9.
Andrew Payne back into the pits. Looks like we're restarting in 10th here. I don't think there are bonus points for leading laps. There are bonus points in this for leading laps, are there? If there are, we might go get some, but I don't think there are.
Rock and roll here, man. Good look at your switches there.
All right.
What you got?
Restarting in 10th. Try to be a little bit smoother on those tires.
Do what you can.
Take Graham's
Green flag,
advice.
green flag.
Turn the wheel a little bit less.
Inside. 56.152. Still there. Be smooth, right to track. Still there. On your clear.
Let him go.
Inside. Still there. Inside.
I think part of the problem is I've got my offset incorrect. So it's actually, the wheel's turning left a little bit on the straightaway, which I don't like.
28.
I should have fixed that.
8. Outside.
My car, you're just steering bad.
But I am turning a little bit too much in the corner.
Inside. Still inside. Inside clear.
All right.
27.598.
A little contact up front. Things are getting a little bit messy up there in that front pack. We're back in 12th right now. So we're going to gain a couple spots, get back into the top 10. Like I said, no panic at this point in the race. It's very early. We got a lot of time left. More than happy to let them go tear their equipment up. We'll just wave kindly as we go back by. Hope we get some long run here. If we get green flag stops, that'd be really interesting. I don't think that's likely. We'd have to go pretty long for that to happen, but it could. We'd stop right around 50 to go if it got to that point. Bussa qualify. I don't know. Is Bussa at this field? Kind of cut Jose's nose off there a little bit. Bussa's the 34. Where's he running right now? 27th.
You're pointing like a
27.3.
Oh, I see him up there. I recognize Bussa's car.
We're making sure that he gives room. If he gives room, then we're not going to have a problem. He's been made aware.
.447.
Tub Z! How are you, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Running 12th right now.
27.4.
Trying to get at minimum a top 10 out of tonight. Obviously want to get better if we can. But yes, this is league race. This is race 3 out of 5 for the Podium eSports Winter Qualifier. This little 5-race winter series is going to set who makes the gold tier and who makes the silver tier for this series when it hits its full season starting in January. So it's a 5-race series. You get 2 drops, so your best 3 finishes count.
27.514.
All right, looks like the top 10 have kind of broken away from the rest of the pack, and that's where we want to get to, is we want to get to the top 10.
.391.
Starting to close in on the 15 of Kyle Rhodes just a little bit.
Real bad, nice.
Try to get by him, and then we'll start trying to work on those guys up in front of me.
.475.
This is old Phoenix, so the one that doesn't have the dog leg you can cut. I really do like running this version of Phoenix better than the new one. Part of it's the old track service, part of it is the, I don't know, I feel like the dog legs doesn't really add much. I kind of like the more traditional line.
27.595.
But that's just me. Like, the dog legs got its own things that are fun too, but given a choice between the two, I kind of prefer this layout. I understand why they got rid of the grass though, especially with the splitters on the cars, because the splitters just dig into the grass, so whenever anyone got sent down into the grass, it was just terrible. And grass and race cars don't really mix well, so I can understand why, especially for real life, why they got rid of the grass. I just wish they'd get rid of the splitter. But even without the splitter, they've been trying to eliminate grass at a lot of racetracks because grass just has a tendency to turn cars over when cars hit it the wrong way. So even without the splitter, getting rid of grass around NASCAR tracks in particular is probably a good idea for safety.
27.699.
15's getting right down on that flat part coming out of 3.
27.766.
And I don't think that that line's helping him. It seems to be upsetting the balance of the car. And that actually seems to be where we're gaining most of our time on him. We just gained a ton of time on him there. I almost followed him up into the wall. Like I said, it just seems like that clipping that apron the way that he is upsetting the car.
I'm safe, General.
Thank you. I'll follow you there, you will.
Try to get inside of him here.
Outside. Clear up top.
Thanks, 15. I don't know if that was a 0.5, but it's like
1.156. Inside. Still inside. Still there. Your door.
Gotta hold off Jose here.
Clear.
Done. All right. Now, we focus on trying to hit our marks, get lap time, and see if we can run down Gabe in 10th. Like I'm losing a bit of time in turn 1, but making it up the rest of the way around the track. Maybe giving up time on entry and picking it back up on exit. Probably want to get a little bit lower, maybe. Focus on hitting my marks right now and not worry about the relative split so much. Looks like I did gain a little bit that lap. Main thing, don't panic. Running 11th right now.
Inside going into 3.
Like we are closing in on these guys maybe a little bit, so we keep running clean, might be able to run them down. Oh, it's our buddy Luis. We've been running right next to, in a lot of these races, both in the trucks and the Elite Series, we always seem to end up in the same server.
28.127.
Definitely gaining on these guys, particularly my exit off 3 seems to be where I'm gaining some time. Getting a great run down the front straightaway. Just let it roll that center. Someone was asking me about how to drive short tracks. That right there, that center roll is a big part of short track driving. Same right there. Patient with how you get back on the throttle. It's okay to have time where your feet are off of both pedals. A lot of guys when they start out racing think, oh man, I got to have my foot either on the brake or on the gas. A lot of times the key to being faster is spending time with both feet off the pedals.
28.3.
Just being really smooth. Tata Kilo, how's it going?
Yeah, man, I have no idea what
Bet and finish, that's probably a solid bet. King Chief, how's it going? Welcome.
Great fun.
I need my sunglasses on. The sun just came out from behind that cloud right there. Everything got brighter.
I had to back up when you go. It looked like you were
Right,
inside
Squid
my
Lips,
car.
the slow down to go faster adage. It's so true. Daryl Waltrip harps on that. Actually, Daryl Waltrip used to talk about that a lot more on the broadcast. He doesn't talk about it as much. I feel like Daryl's commentary has gotten a little bit worse in recent years rather than better. He used to be really good about emphasizing how you have to go slower to go faster, though.
28.323.
Yep, slow in, smooth center, fast out. That's how you make lap time usually on ovals. Same adage applies on road, it's just, it applies in a different way from what I've gathered.
28.325.
But on oval, it's really true. It's about smooth inputs. Smooth inputs with your wheel, smooth inputs with the gas, brake, everything. Don't get the car unsettled and make it unhappy. Bruno Latour in that 97 having another rough run. He's back in 23rd, one lap down already. We're definitely catching these guys.
28.315.
You showed up and you were down low.
A little bit high through
He's been
turn
doing a
one
good
there.
job of giving people room. We're going to allow him to keep racing.
Battle's heating up for 9th in front of us between the 14 and the 00.
Sorry, Louis, you can't grip. I'm breaking away right to the bottom.
28.379.
Don't worry about it. I'm trying to give you room.
Gabe, 8 tires grip better than 4. You know that.
Not when you're the one on top.
Well, he's not worried about that.
Outside.
97 car does
Clear,
look
clear.
pretty.
28.488.
So about 20 laps from now is when we'd start thinking about pitting potentially. And that's going to be a critical decision in this race, it looks like. Do not want to lose a race
0.598.
on pit strategy. So probably what we're going to do is whatever the leaders do, we'll probably do that. So as soon as someone jumps to pit road around that mark, we'll probably be doing the same thing.
28.422.
Drove it in a little bit hard there and skidded my right front a little bit. But we have done a better job of taking care of our tires than these guys. That's why we're running them down. They've all been racing really hard. We've been a little bit less abusive on our equipment. We're a little bit easier on it early in the run. It's paying off now
28.383.
as we've been consistently faster than these guys lap after lap once we got away from Jose in the 46. Don't know how we're comparing to the guys in the top 5 after this group, but hopefully we can get by these 3 and then focus our attention on them. As another old adage in racing always goes, though, catching them is one thing, passing them is something else entirely. Leave me more touching the wall. These guys are sliding all over the place. We're still in pretty good shape here with our tires. Closing down a half second to the 14, and we're within a second of all 3 of them. This battle is for position of consequence. My spot right here is getting less points than those 3. All 3 of them are getting the same points right now. But if I work up in there, then whoever's the last guy on this train, whoever's running 11th and is outside of that top 10, gets 5 less points. But everyone 6th through 10th is going to get the same number of points. So this battle for position right here definitely matters. Makes a huge difference for that spot and gold tier that we're all racing for and competing for right now.
28.667.
Try to get a better exit so that we can get a run into 3. Now that we're there, it's time to start working on solving the puzzle, which is generally go a little bit higher and try to get a run off the corner so that you can get next to them going down into the corner. But as high as they're running, it might actually be the opposite of that. I might want to go lower and try to get to the inside with some better roll speed on one of these corners, maybe pull off a slide job or something. Got an advantage in grip right now. It's just a question of how we want to use it.
28.808.
Got Andrew Payne in the 93 catching us too. He's going to join this party, so I got to start putting positions behind me here before he catches up. These guys are racing with some desperation because they don't want to be the last one hanging on to get passed by the cars with better tires that are catching them right now. I love the mind games and the strategy that happens with racing.
28.686.
All the positioning that goes on. Go. That was decent. Leasing that 14. Looking to the inside of William in the 21.
28.849.
Is he going to get the spot? Caution. Oh, there goes.
Gabriel Wood. Close.
There goes any pit strategy. And that actually puts us in 10th. Let's get the front brake bias flipped over here. And
Should be starting behind the
we're
14.
good on, we want fuel and tires. This should take us to the end. It's 14 at Lumberjack for all the chopping he's doing.
The road is
Low.
open.
Looks like that put us up to 9th. Nice.
All right, guys.
I thought there was only one car involved in that, not two.
Elwood.
10-4, Amsteriga.
What do you like to play? I will.
Eberhard taking away.
Thank you, Daniel.
So he'll
Don't
be
give
going
me
to
the
the
oil yet, because I want a black flag good people coming to pit road.
Yep, I'll wait till you're in your pit box.
So Eberhard's going to get the EOL for that. We'll be
Andrew, he did a green flag.
in the top 10 as long as we don't mess this pit stop up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Stop on the sign.
That was better on my end getting into my pit stall, so that should help my guys out. This should be a better pit stop than that 14.4 I got last time.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Go, man, go, 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 go.
Good
It
start.
was. Get out right behind Luis, hold our spot.
We're going to have to come around to 8th. Come around to 8th.
So, with 90 getting an EOL, I think we should sort out to 8th.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 14.
Not entirely sure, Miracle Man. I think that some of it does have to do with where you get positioned in, because that determines how the guys get around to your car. So how you position yourself in your stall has some effect, and then after that it's random. Best I can tell. Everyone's got theories on what makes it work, but iRacing has sort of deliberately obscured it a little bit, so you know, it keeps you on your toes. You can't, as a driver, 100% science it out. But the main, the kind of like everything, all you can do from where you're sitting is try to do the best that you can do. So, getting positioned properly in your stall, keeping it straight, good position from the wall, and in tight.
Should be starting behind the 14.
Wheel location or steadiness, I don't know, but let me put it this way: keeping your wheels straight up and down so that the wheels are straight can't hurt. It won't hurt you. I don't know if it helps you. I know that it won't hurt you.
1 minute 1.771.
Cutie Bear QT coming in with the Tier 1 sub, 4 months, Cutie Bear. Thank you very much,
Just
brother.
keep rolling, man. I'll pass
Let's get
you
some
when we
sub
there.
hype in for Cutie Bear QT there. All right. So we're going to restart lap 72 of 125. That's 53 laps to go. We will not need to stop for fuel again. We've got 4 fresh tires. Let's hope we get a green run to the end. I think that would play into our hand the best. Just make sure that my brake bias is back to what I want it to be, and it is. So let's get up on this wheel and try to go for a top 5. Stars in.
Green flag.
Green flag. 3rd gear. 4th gear.
1 minute 0.714. Inside, inside, inside. Inside, inside.
93 looking inside. Gonna be clear coming off the corner.
Outside.
Just taking a look to the outside, nothing there.
Outside.
Now he is hitting a run. Oh man, not the position we wanted to be in. We have to try to outbrake him going into this corner.
Still outside. Still outside.
Not good. We're back to 9th. Gonna drop back to 10th if we're not careful. We're still trying to be a little bit easy on the tires because we still got long run possibilities. But I don't want to lose as many spots on the short run as I did last time. So we're going to fight a little bit more aggressively to try to hold our position here than we did earlier in the race. We're in 9th. That gives us 1 position padding on the top 10. We'd like to keep that. And, you know, lean forward just like our number leans forward. And hopefully try to get our way up to that top 5. Andrew Payne definitely showed us how to pass on the outside there. That was a solid move on his part. Pinched me down a little bit, but that was clean. And, you know, that's how we're going to have to do it.
Caution, caution.
There's a yellow.
Quickly, tell me what you got.
That was not many laps on these tires.
Well, 9 car, I'm so glad you blinked right there.
It's 5 laps.
Because I would have hit you square in the face.
I'm thinking pit. No fuel, no tear off, but I want tires.
Over there.
That's right, Tata Kilos, end it. This many laps left, I still think tires are the way to go. Yeah, it's not going to drop us too far back. I think tires will be good. Looks like everyone's agreeing with me here, except for the leader and maybe a couple guys in the back.
All right, guys, that was between Kyle Rhodes and Daniel Everhart. Either of you like to take claim?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
See, that time I was a little bit back in my stall. This might be a slower pit stop. A little bit back, a little bit more to the right than I wanted to be. Although maybe not. They got around to the left side pretty quick there.
Go, man, go, man, go. Hard, hard,
8.
hard. Guys, another thing just to be aware of. There's people back here. Make sure
We
your
beat
tires keep covered up as you're unloading the tires, getting about the wall.
How's my short run game?
Look them over real well.
Hasn't been my strong suit.
Behind at 14.
My short run game is not generally my strong suit. Definitely hasn't been my strong suit tonight. But we were able to hold on pretty well on that last one. So we'll get up on that wheel and try it again. Hopefully, I'm hoping for long runs. But if it gets down to it, we're going to fight. That puts us back in 13th. We got some 12th. So starting on the outside, which outside seems to be the place to be. The inside really gets bottled up on corner exit. So we're in 12th, and we've got a bunch of guys. We got, what, 3 or 4 guys on old tires up there? Eberhardt's going to be getting an EOL, so that'll put us up to 11th. Another quick yellow. Yeah, I mean, it's getting, we're getting down to it. We might have quick yellows here, Shepard. That's probably it. So I'm definitely going to be a lot more aggressive with protecting my spot than I was before, and I think other guys will be too. Not just going to let guys go. I'm going to try to hold them off.
Have an opportunity to stay on the inside this time. 1 minute 3.
So that puts that 93 to the outside, which is how he was able to get past me last time. But what we're going to try to do is get a good enough start that we're next to the 14 going into this corner. It'd be nice to just go ahead and get into the top 10 and then pick up the cars on old tires as bonus spots. What would Briggs do? I don't know. Good question. First question, who's Briggs? All right, so 45 laps to go on this restart. I don't know how Tyler got behind us. He must have been involved in one of those wrecks. He's got a little bit of damage on that 19 Chevy Camaro Z01.
Bud. Stage goes off. Green flag.
There we go. Got the restart we wanted.
Minute 1.771. Outside. Still out there.
Inside line got tied up a little bit. We're going to the outside of William Moore here.
Side. Still there at the door.
Just touched the wall a little bit.
No hole yet. One inside, one only.
Dang it.
Clear low.
0x, just a scrape.
One. Inside.
But that was not a good corner for us.
Clear.
Got in there a little bit hot.
Ooh, that was hairy.
Yeah, it was.
Working the bottom. Clear low.
Loose. Guys who stayed out on old tires are regretting it now. 46, I think, was one of them.
27.4. 8.5. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Still there.
Cameron Ledford, I think, might have been another one that stayed out and tried to get some track position.
Still inside.
Oh, goodness.
27.61. Still inside.
We're getting put in spots that I don't want to be put in. We got to go. We're in 14th. That's well back of that all-important top 10.
Inside. You're clear. Working the bottom. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. All clear on it. 27.5. 8.3. Inside. Still inside. Clear. Good job. Outside.
There we go.
Still outside. Clear. 27.524. Clear. Good job. Caution.
Got a little bit of damage from that. We're not going to be able to fix it.
Whoa.
Well, we might fix it. We'll see. I don't think it's hurt bad enough. Got to be a little more patient on gas. 10-4. 16 needed to be more patient on gas there.
Gonna line up behind the gate.
4 tires, fuel, no fuel.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the gate.
Yeah, he lost it and came down into me.
All right, guys. That one was on William Locklear, got into the wall, lost control of the car.
Gotcha. Got into the wall.
That's off everyone else, just couldn't wrangle it back in. That'll be his second.
So he's got one more strike and he'll be done for the night. It's tempting to throw 2 tires at it right here, but it's maybe a little bit early.
Start looking for your sign.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
There we go. 12-7. I don't think we can give up the track position to fix that. Shouldn't hurt us too much here at Phoenix.
Hard.
Dang it.
We have lane choice in this still, right?
Until 1 to go.
You're gonna have to come around to
I
97.
think it's up.
Yeah. Aero doesn't really matter as much here at Phoenix. It ain't gonna help, but it ain't gonna hurt me too bad. So top 20 now are on the lead lap, so everyone on the lead lap is just trying to fight to get up to the top 10. That's the only way that they can improve. We're going to be restarting on the outside of Cameron Ledford here. I don't know why Tanner Cook's making it 3 wide.
Come around to 96.
Dude, if you want a black flag, you can have it. He was the winner in the Truck Series race on Sunday when I finished second at USA. So he beat us Sunday night. We're going to try to beat him tonight. It'll be 35 laps to go when we get the green. So the guys who stayed out last night definitely paid a price, but
we're gonna be on the outside.
the tires did seem to even out a little bit. Maybe. They've dropped like a rock through the top 10 and then kind of stalled out right in front of me, it seemed like. I would have gotten by him with a couple more laps. Right? Gotta blind him with my, gotta get the car angled just right so that the sun reflects off of him. The 5 car up there, Alan Elwood. We beat him for 5th in the opener at Atlanta, which gave us a really good start in this series. So the tires are even. I've got a little bit of damage, shouldn't matter too much.
Green flag.
Inside line didn't really get going well at all. They had a bit of a accordion there. Looks like we're clear.
Outside. Clear.
All right, that puts us in the top 10.
28.141.
Ooh, a little contact between the 14 and the 21. I want to get higher up into the top 10. I don't feel comfortable riding in the bubble spot. As long as we're running away from the guy in 11th, I feel okay.
6-2. Working the bottom. Quick.
Wow. That was a full send into turn 1 from the 56. Impressive. You got to respect the try.
Still outside. You're clear. 27.104.
Funny how you always end up running around the same guys each and every week. We've been right with Luis Salmoso and Alan Edwood a lot already in this series. I think we're seeing who we're going to be running with all year long. Quite possibly.
303. 27.24.
I mean, we're all nose to tail up here in the top 10. I don't see anyone getting a big advantage over everyone else. A little bit of an edge one corner to the next maybe, but we're just in this big knot. Lost a little bit of ground to the 14 that lap. Try to get a better exit off of 1 this time. That's where I lost it last time. That didn't. Go.
27.529.
A little bit better that lap. Just trying to keep it clean and smooth here. Nothing to be gained right now by driving like a madman.
27.427.
We're in a top 10 position. That's good. If we can get up to a top 5, that'd be fantastic. 93 up into the wall. That'll cost him a couple spots.
27.437.
Front end's chewed up on that 93 as well. Left front damage, and he just keeps getting it into the wall. It's a great way to fall from contention for a top 5 to out of the top 10. I believe Locklear has disconnected from the server. It's a shame. He was having a pretty good run when we were battling there.
27.511.
But it has not gone well for him tonight. Bussa. That's why you can't get comfortable running 10th. You never know who's behind you.
Come on, man.
Clear high, outside. Look clear, clear, clear.
Little bump from the 93 into the 14.
Side.
I get by both of them. And here comes Bussa.
4, 3. Still there. Still there. Still there. All clear.
And there goes Bussa. I don't know how Bussa got himself stuck back there. But there he goes.
27.
Into 8th. We're in 9th.
2.
See if we can follow him and learn. Peg that rev limiter. I think that's the battle for the top 5 up in front of us. Yeah, William Moore against Gabe Wood. That's for 5th. That would be the next spot of consequence for us in front of us. I think Bussa's hunting that and is about to make that a battle for 6th between those two, though. Without a caution, I think this is about where we're going to be, which is top 10 tonight. I think top 5's a little bit out of our reach without a yellow, and we're, you know, without something to throw a wrench into everything.
I didn't think you got him far back.
I don't know how Bussa does it. He's just able to hold that thing down there and get better grip out of it. Probably doing what Graham Bolin was telling me to do, which is a little bit less wheel input, get the thing slowed down properly, and then just knowing how and when to get back to the throttle at exactly the right time.
27.5.
The fun limiter, right? Rev limiter is a fun limiter. Oh, Bussa into the 21.
Washington, your connection's out of control. I'll let you know if it goes back down. But if they get to you, make sure you give them room.
Contact, but they kept it straight. That was impressive. Very impressive save by the 21 and the 34, keeping those things straight. Bussa getting the spot, 21 holding on to his position inside of the top 10. That could have been disastrous for both those guys. You get an EOL at this stage in the race, they're going to be less than 15 laps to go. You're probably not going to make it back to the top 10. Bussa might have, but that would have been the end of the night for William. He's probably a little bit perturbed about that move, but at the end of the day, he's still running 7th.
27.956.
Should be feeling okay about that right now.
Outside. Still there outside. Still out there.
Go.
27.963. Still out there.
Yeah, definitely want to be on the inside through 1 if possible. So I want to have him cleared off with that kind of move to make it stick, I think. Or have a much better edge to where I can slide up. But if he's at my door when we come out of turn 1,
28.191.
that's tough to get. I got to solve that puzzle a little bit better. A bit of wall contact from a couple of those guys. Got another run on the 5. We're going to send it on in.
Outside.
Runs up the track a little bit.
Still there at your door. Clear outside. 28.025. Outside, outside. Clear high. Still there. Clear outside if you want it.
Held on a 9th. With only 10 laps to go, we want to make sure that we don't sacrifice a spot inside of the top 10 trying to get a meaningless position. But any opportunity to, there's still a chance that it won't be meaningless because a caution could make it
28.3.
so that restarting in a different position could give us a shot at a top 5. But right now,
I know it is not a fun request, but that connection's still bad. If it gets too much closer to you, you got to give them room. Thank you.
right now we're holding on to 9th, and it's so far back to 11th that we probably just want to hold our cards at this point. There's no getting a top 5, and these positions are meaningless. So as much as it would be bragging rights to finish in front of the 5 car, probably just want to sit on it. We'll just settle in here. It's going to be 8 to go. Kind of hope there isn't a caution, because I'm pretty good with banking a top 10. Like I said, I feel like the top 5 that I already had at Atlanta and 2 top 10s is going to be enough to get me into gold tier. And then I can, you know, so this is going to be satisfy one of those. I've got 2 races that I feel pretty good about not dropping if things end the way that they are. And then, you know, know, if I get a better race and I drop a top 10, that'd be fantastic. The main thing is I just want to make sure that we drop that 11th place finish from Martinsville.
28.159.
I think the 14 might have backed up a little bit too, understanding the situation that we're in. Coming up on a lap car. 97. He's been struggling.
28.198.
Uh-oh. Did someone drop out for a lap and we're in 8th now? I think someone might have not gotten scored for a lap. That turns that battle for... Nope, never mind. We're back in 9th.
28.328.
When you want, Colin?
5 laps to go, nice move.
Bottom, please. Thank you.
All right. Four laps to go. Now if a caution comes out, the race will be over.
28.33.
Just gonna kind of ride and finish where we're gonna finish here.
Outside. Still there. Still there, still there. You're clear.
The only way we mess up this top 10 now is if we wreck.
28.543.
Boost has gotten his top 5. Tanner Cook disconnects. Two to go.
28.383. White flag, nice move.
All right. 1 to go.
28.433.
Down into 3 for the final time. There's the checkered. Top 10. I'll
Go
take
to
it.
bottom. Go to the top.
That's mission accomplished.
Man, it's check flag.
Nice win, Colin. Well done. 9th place.
Good race, fellas. That was fun.
That's good
That is
stuff.
a great job, my man. Good job today.
A little bit better, a lot better than we had last week at Martinsville. That's for darn sure. And considering we almost got wrecked in this one too.
You know what, I'm going to start thinking that you're paying these guys to wreck me out so you can get positions.
How do you think I feel? I was like right beside him.
He uses.
Finally got up to him and
We'll
then
try to
got
get
wrecked.
weight harder.
We are putting gas in the pit road.
Ron, did you copy me on the weight?
Makes it feel any better, Luis. We got the same points, 9th and 10th.
That was a fantastic race, guys. Congratulations, Colin,
That was good stuff.
David, and Andrew. Fantastic
Nice,
race. Bussa, I
nice
don't know how
debut
you
for the
got
Tech
all
Rescue
the way
St.
back up
Louis
there.
Ford Fusion. A little bit of damage, but looks pretty good. Yes, Adam. This is the series where Cadell blew a gasket. He's His car didn't blow a gasket, but he sure did. I don't blame him. That was a tortuous race at Martinsville there. Right, Shepard? $20 well spent. Tech Rescue St. Louis, Adam. Using 20% of my Steam getting result data, 10-4. Going through the Chrome Horn recap right now. I got 9th Crispr Alloy. Nice. So Tech Rescue St. Louis. Basically, it's an IT support deal. Owned and operated by sole proprietor Lee Fisher. Give him a call. He'll come out, fix your computer issues, and whatever you need, basically. He's helped me out twice. He's a good personal friend of mine, so I highly recommend him. You're in the St. Louis area? Nice. So am I. So yeah, Tech Rescue St. Louis. Check him out online. I think it's techrescuestl.com. So any computer needs, definitely go to him. He helped me out when the Windows update last year hosed my computer, got me back up and running so in time to make a league race. And when I built my new PC and I was having trouble with the Windows install flash drive, he was able to debug it. I was ready after looking online to go back and swap out RAM sticks because the error code that I was getting, everything that I looked up was pointing to the RAM. But he was like, yeah, before we do that, let me try a couple things. So he pulled out and installed a version of Windows that he had and got the computer up and running that night, which it probably would have been several trips to Micro Center, swapping out all kinds of different hardware before I finally diagnosed and got the thing working on my own. Virus update 90. No ad blocker. 10-4. Yep. Well, if you subscribe, then you won't get ads. If that's something you're interested in. Or if you've got Twitch Prime, you can do it that way. I'm in the burbs, not as far out as O'Fallon, but Lee will make the trip to your house when needed. So, yeah, I love St. Louis too. I grew up here. That's why I came back. It's a great city. Going through the Chrome Horn recap. A lot of little wall hits. We saw Cameron and the 16 got together that one time there. Used to catch Carlson's games for $5 to $10. Nice. Yeah, Clayton's definitely a good part of how to live it. Hey, there we are. We got on the TV. Right behind the 15. There are a few of us, Adam. There are a few of us. What do you prefer? Do you do more road or oval? Missouri, like, that's the weird thing about Missouri is that racing isn't as big in Missouri as you'd actually think, because we don't have a NASCAR track. That's what I do, man. I've been getting more into the road side. I also love dirt, but oval pavement's where it's at. I've always been. I grew up as a NASCAR. I mean, I don't know if you recognize this guy right behind me, but Fenton, Missouri is pretty close to O'Fallon, where you live right now. I've been to Tri-City before. I've been to Gateway a couple times. Haven't been to I-55. Still want to make a race there. Right here. I would expect racing would be pretty big in North Carolina. Racing is kind of like that. niche thing. Like, the people who like racing really, really like racing, but there are a lot of people who could care less about it. It's, you know, we're human beings. Yeah, that's Rusty right there. Got Rusty up there too, and one over there. This area will probably continue to get decorated and evolve over time. Triangle you made fun of for I didn't make fun of you guys for liking racing. I would never make fun of people for liking racing. I know, I need to get some Bubba Wallace stuff up there. Bill Elliott fan, nice. I loved Bub. I loved Bill. Awesome dude. Live behind Gravaway Buffs and Fenton. Nice. I used to do, I trained martial arts over there for a little while. Ah, people there in the, you guys get made fun of for liking racing in North Carolina. See, I always got made fun of as a kid for liking racing, but I was like the only kid who liked racing in my high school growing up. Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be tough to... Oh yeah, I got made fun of in LA for it. I was used to it. Oh, that's rough. I think this is the one that Eberhard took blame for. Oh yeah, that's a 50-50 deal in my opinion. I am a nerd, Shepard. So are you. Might as well get used to it. I don't know that there's any place where you don't get made fun of for being a racing fan. If anyone knows of one, let me know. If I ever leave St. Louis, I might go there. That was a little bit of rough stuff there. Europe. Europe does seem to be a little bit more accepting that people are into the stuff that they're into. I'm glad that we did the changing of the numbers. I'm really happy with what we settled on. Up. I wanted to see this. This is the 16. He did. He got into the wall. He didn't actually hit me. That was net code. Knocked the 96 sideways. That's why the 96 slid. And then, yep, Bussa, Eberhard. Oh man, Eberhard got into that bad. Indianapolis is good. Good for him. I mean, I'm probably honestly not going to pick where I live based on whether race fans live there. But it's good to know. Haha! 42 for Hitchhiker's Guide. Yep, everyone would think you're a Larson fan with that. You should just lean in on it, Shepard, and run Kyle Larson's teams. He's a driver's driver. People will respect you for that. .43 is good too. I am on Discord, Woodpecker. Got the pick of the race? Okay. I'll pull it up in a second. 24 for Gordon, 10 for. I got 27 for Rusty and Bernie. .27's got a double meaning for me, so that's why I pick it every time that I can. 93 into the 14. Yeah, you know, Shepard, those old dudes, man. Three isn't ruined. Austin Dillon and his dabbing cannot ruin the 3. The 3 will always be Earnhardt. It's so progressive. All right, Amsterdam, thanks for hanging out, man. Take care. Good hanging. Up, up, up. That. Oh! I'm guessing that's what it was of. I'm guessing that's what the moment that you captured with the screenshot. That was crazy. Yeah, Ricardo's awesome, man. Ricardo actually runs the right one. Dude! That was nuts. No. Yeah. Well, it's Matt Bussa. Like, when Bussa's behind me, I know that I'm not at the level where I'm going to be able to hold him off. I tried for a minute. Dude was just gone. Yeah, I think going to Renault's a good move for... Oh, wow! Wow. Bussa's so freaking good. You can try to follow him in practice. Good luck. All right, so I'm going to get a screenshot here. I might get that same moment, actually, see if I can get my car in the background of that. Well, I mean, Matt Bussa drives in the Peak Antifreeze series. He better be good. I don't know how both of them saved it. I thought for sure they were wrecking. He did. I gotta say, though, I mean, so what's happening here is Bussa, kind of like I've talked about this before. Bussa, coming off this corner, is expecting the 21 car to go all the way out to the wall. So if you notice, he drives to a point right here where he thinks is going to be clear, and the 21 just didn't get all the way out to the wall. So while Bussa does drive up into his door, if you look behind, the 00's higher, the 5, right around the same actually, so that might be a little bit on Bussa. That is crazy though. Let's see if we can do this. Captures my car in there. You can sort of see what's happening up front. I don't think that's going to read too well on YouTube, so trying to get this might not be the best one to do it. I think that for my cover shot, instead, I'm going to go back and we'll just try to get the... You want to see the clearance boost? All right, we'll check that in a second. Two versions. Not 3. Ah. Oh, I guess it is 3. because 2 versions in the game, but 3 in total. I got 9th. Pretty good. Elwood Blues. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Look at this. And here's the other thing. Look at how crunched up Bussa's car was. Watch this. That looks like it's actually netcode that causes the contact. Look at the 21 there, working the wheel trying to save it. That's the other thing. As sideways as the 21 was, I can't believe that he held on to that. That was a really impressive save by Moore. Bussa up in the air, lands it. And look at how little input he's actually putting into the wheel. That's the key. A little bit of counter steer, but just very calm. I'm going to check Discord in a second, man. I want to get a screenshot of this, too. Look at that thing. I mean, it rolls over on its side. Look at that when it hits the ground. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, these are going to look a lot better when we get the new damage model. Look at that thing. Let's see. Let's get that. Oh, wait. I found a way that we can get us in the background. Look at that. All right. I'm going to stop playing around with the screenshot tool. Den 4. All right. Let's save that puppy. That was fun. Check my undercarriage to see any damage. I don't think so. Maybe when new collision happens, they'll render damage under there. All right. Let's pull up the results and we'll wrap the video up here. I'm going to pull up Gabe's screenshot too, though. Congrats to Kollin Keister on the win. Got 9th. Mission accomplished there. Let's see. So, in Discord. There you go. There's Gabe's screenshot. Also looks pretty darn good. That was fun stuff. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, click like. Hit subscribe if you like this one. Head over to twitch.tv/John__Theodore. Click the heart to give me a follow. Thank you very much. Peace out.